An honest mistake is a main story mission from Red Dead Redemption 2, and I will tell you the interesting story of this mission.
Tongue flatterer and no mistake.
The mission begins when you speak to Molly at camp. She confides in Arthur about her concern regarding Dutch. Before she can say much, Uncle interrupts.
Great gift of information. So you got some tip?
He insists on a foolproof heist and ropes Arthur, Charles, and Bill. Reluctantly, the group agrees and sets off to ambush a stagecoach carrying valuable goods.
Before it connects with the rest of the wagon train, very easy picking. As long as we get paid.
Along the way, Charles questions Uncle Centel, while Bill is eager for action. As they reach the ambush spot, they take their position and prepare for the heist. Upon arriving at the ambush location, the group goes over the plan. Before making a move, you will need to equip your bandana or mask to conceal your identity. With everyone in position, the stagecoach approaches, setting the stage for the robbery. As the stagecoach approaches, your gang moves into position. Bill and Uncle aggressively taunt the drivers, forcing them to bring the wagon to a halt. The nervous drivers quickly reveal that the shipment belongs to Leviticus Cornwall, warning that he won't take kindly to it being stolen. Despite their protest, the gang prepares to seize the loot, knowing full well that robbing Cornwall will only add to their troubles. Ignoring the driver's warnings, Charles jumps onto the wagon and begins searching for the payroll. He calls you over to help, so you dismount and head to the back. Together, you uncover a hefty sum, but before you can celebrate, trouble arrives. More men appears in the distance, charging toward you. With no time to waste, you quickly mount your horse and take off. As you flee, enemies give chase, forcing you to defend yourself. Hold R3 to glance behind you and stay alert as bullets start flying. While not required for a gold medal, tossing dynamite behind you is a quick way to shake off your pursuers. If you prefer a more traditional approach, gun them down as you ride. Either way, don't worry, there will be more action ahead. After dealing with most of the attackers, you and the gang reach a small homestead with a barn. With no time to spare, you dismount, send your horses away and rush inside the barn to take cover. Prepare for the next wave of trouble.
Charles, you keep watch for now. Sure. Well, we, get some rest.
Inside the barn, press forward on the left stick to peek through a crack and spy on the house. You will see the pursuers regrouping, trying to figure out where you went.
Tell me what you heard. I don't...
Before long, they decide to search the barn and send two men your way. Stay quiet and get ready, things are about to escalate.
Place looks deserted enough. Sure.
As you quietly wait in the barn, one of the men approaches, getting dangerously close to discovering Charles. In a split-second decision, you decide to lasso him to prevent him from alerting the others. However, this action doesn't sit well with your friends. And even if you had not lassoed him, Uncle would have eventually drawn attention to your hiding spot. Before you know it, the situation escalates and a massive firefight breaks out. The barn becomes a battlefield as enemies pour in from all sides.
Hope we don't run out of bullets. We're having to keep this cold, Arthur. They were sick as...
You quickly take cover using the walls and haystacks as shields, peeking out only when it's safe. You start picking off enemies with your rifle, which proves useful for maintaining distance.
How about we stop robbing Cornwall for a while? I didn't know we was robbing Cornwall, all right? Damn, one of them on the left here. You're not getting out of here alive.
The chaos continues, but with steady aim and patience, you and your gang fight back, keeping the pressure on the attackers while staying out of sight as much as possible.
Ain't you glad now I insisted you come along?
The barn's narrow spaces make it a tense environment. but your focus remains on surviving the ambush and holding your ground.
Got more of the bastards on this side.
As the gunfight rages on, the barn begins to catch fire, adding even more chaos to the already tense situation. The flames quickly spread, forcing you and your friends to abandon your cover and make a quick escape. With no other options, you dash out the back of the barn and head into the woods, the crackling of the fire echoing behind you.
We need you there. Into the tree. Come on. Where are we going, Bill? We'll try to lose him in the woods.
Once in the woods, the group splits up to avoid being concerned. You pair with Uncle, taking cover behind a large set of rocks.
We need to do this quietly. You take the left and I'll take the right, okay? You're right.
The two of you stay low, trying to keep out of sight as the sound of footsteps and shout from the pursuing man grows louder. You will need to be patient and wait for the right moment to move again, hoping to shake off the heat of the chase. As you and Uncle take cover behind the rocks, you notice two enemies approaching. Equip your knives for a silent takedown. Wait patiently as they get closer, carefully positioning yourself behind them. When they are within the range, sneak up and silently eliminate the one on the right. However, as you prepare to deal with the second man, you notice Uncle trying to take him on. Unfortunately, he overpowered and struggles to gain the upper hand. To save him, you will need to act quickly. Kill the second man before he can overpower Uncle, ensuring your survival and maintaining control of the situation. This action is crucial for keeping the heat off and working toward a gold medal in the mission. After taking care of the two enemies, you rejoin Uncle and the others, who have positioned themselves nearby. Together, you regroup and prepare to take on the remaining pursuers. With careful coordination and cover, you help your friends eliminate the last of the men on your tail. Once the final shots are fired, the threat is neutralized, and the mission is complete.
We all still alive? Yeah, just about.
Before leaving the area, be sure to loot the bodies of the fallen enemies. There is a wealth of valuable items scattered among them, including money, ammo, and other useful supplies that will help you in future encounters. Take your time to gather everything before heading out. After returning to camp, Dutch and Micah pull you aside to discuss their next move. Dutch reveals a plan to play both sides of the ongoing familiar war, hoping to profit from the conflict without picking a side. Their conversation is filled with the usual mix of confidence and manipulation, but it's clear that the stakes are high. As a result, two new quests are unlocked: horseflesh for dinner and the fine joys of tobacco. While both missions are available, this guide will focus on horseflesh for dinner first. You will be tasked with carrying out Dutch's plan, and it will lead you into a series of events that further entangle you in the dangerous politics of the world. And that's the end of this mission.
To my work.
We have played through it to get the story and move forward in Red Dead Redemption 2. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next mission.